All right. This just a little intro, hip hop hustling and internet. This Uncle Boo, man. We here 9:30 in the morning watching this day two of this Young Dolph trial. Right now, you see a straight drop. Looks like he talking to an attorney. They're in the back of the court getting things together. Look like the little Jill Bell is passing around squares for the break. But yeah. If you here, leave a comment. Let me know you in here. Leave your thoughts. Man, let's rock out. Okay, I see we got one in the room. Big Wody. What's happening, Big Wody? Shout out to Big Wody. Know what I'm saying? All right. So when they start talking and everything, I'm gonna be back and talk to y'all. We in here though.
The original Flippy was a first-gen product. While it has led us to where we are today, it was always limited by technology, from 3 to 4.
Ooh, they zooming in on his tattoos right now, y'all. What is that on his hand? I can't really see it. Boy, that's what I hate. One thing I hate. That's the only thing I hate, though. I'm gonna be honest with y'all about being dark skinned. You can't see my motherfucking tattoo sometimes. My girl say she was with me 12 years before she realized I had a tattoo on my neck. You know how that made me feel? Do y'all really know how that made me feel? 12 years, you ain't just not knowing I got a tattoo on my neck. Whatever. Whatever.
we reviewed, for the record, we reviewed a series of maybe about 12 photographs or something. I think 10 of them are in order or something, closer to the base of the pool of blood and things like that. Uh, all in all, just following this right.
Mike, what's going on? I see one viewer up in here, man. How you doing? Whoever you are, leave a comment. Let me know that you in here, man. For real, for real. We tapped in, checking out this Young Dolph trial. Sorry, they haven't got started yet, so they just came out about 9:30 right now. I guess they just getting out everything pre-trials. Not pre-trial, but you know the I'll be calling it the pre-game or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. I remember I took a case to trial. I ain't gonna even lie. This I copped out right here. I ain't make
No,
it
you're
past
fine.
this. All right,
I'll
they
get
finna
there
start
in a
talking
little
right
bit.
here. I copped a plea on trial day. Right, 15 minutes before the trial started, I went ahead and copped me a plea, man. So them folk wouldn't free case me and lock me up. Well, good morning, Young Dolph trial day two.
Wait 1 second.
Rest in peace, Flipper. Straight up, we St. Louis in the house. North St. Louis in the house. West St. Louis in the house. My kid's grandmama in the house. Straight drop ass about to be under the house.
anything else we need to
Who in here with me? I
bring
see one viewer.
No, Your Honor. The next witness is
I
Terrence
promise you, leave a
Dabney,
comment,
who
let me
is
know who you
a
are. I'm finna
case
send you some
officer in
cash
the
out right now.
case.
I just want to know who in here messing with
Both
me this
parties, I
early in
think,
the
are going to
morning.
use him as a witness with regard to various of the crime scenes and various
Type your
of
name in
the
the chat. I'll leave
videos
you a
and
cash
evidence.
right
So I think
now.
it's going
God
to
dog
be
it.
a rather lengthy witness.
see here back. You wanna go ahead and call it? You can bring the jury in. That's fine.
Go through the videos first, and then we'll back up and put. Can we go overhead first? Yeah. Go overhead first. Well. Yeah. Let's go overhead first. Would they actually switch back and forth? Dabney, D-A-B-N-E-Y, is probably 20 minutes, maybe 25, 30.
Correct.
Jury's now entering to the courtroom.
All right, the jewelry coming in. The jewelry coming in, y'all. Let's go. I think Orange Mountain Quake is up today. If I ain't mistaken. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Like I tell y'all, this is a reaction channel, not a news breaking channel. I get all my news from King AK.
Good morning. Good morning.
We the best in the game.
Say, call your next witness.
Terrence Dabney.
Stand right here, sir. Face your honor, raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
Can I see, sir? Watch it.
tell us your name first.
Terrence Dabney.
And spell your first and last name for the benefit of the court reporter.
First name Terrence, T-E-R-E-N-C-E. Last name Dabney, D-A-B-N-E-Y.
Looks like, or I know that you're doing good and bad at the same time. First, the bad. What happened with your arm?
Rotator cuff surgery.
Okay. So you probably are going to be up there for a little while. All right. Going to run through some of the various crime scenes with you, some of the various aspects of the investigation. So try to get as comfortable as you can, even with your arm. But I know you're doing good now too, because you're retired. Is that right?
That is correct.
Retired from MPD.
That is correct.
How long were you with MPD?
26 years.
So 26 years. I say you earned it. In 2021, where were you assigned in MPD?
I was assigned to the homicide.
All right. And what did you do in homicide back in 2021?
I was an investigator in the homicide.
In homicide here in Memphis, do you get a case and you're the only person that works on the case?
No.
Do y'all work in teams?
We work in teams.
And were you one of the case officers on this case?
I was.
Would you assign and delegate people to do various things in the investigation?
I do. Delegate people.
You're actually from Memphis, aren't you?
I am.
What neighborhoods did you grow up in?
I grew up in Claiborne Homes, Castaic.
And Claver Homes is downtown Memphis.
Correct.
And in the Castelia neighborhood. And we've heard some testimony about the Castelia neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Dolph at all?
No,
Older, is that right?
older, much older.
All right. November the 17th of 2021, did you have occasion to be brought in with regard to a homicide call?
I was.
Specifically to an address on Airways, Makita's Cookies.
What's cracking? What's cracking? We got
Did you know
two
where that
viewers.
was?
Yes.
What area of town is
Oh
that?
shit!
It's in the southeast part of town, Airways and Ketchum area.
If I tell you that the call went out at 12:24 p.m. in the afternoon, about what time would you have arrived at the scene?
Possibly around 1 by the time you get the call and travel to the scene.
By the time you get to the scene, are there uniform patrol that's already there?
It is.
Are there medical personnel, things like that
Yes.
already there?
Yes.
When you get there, what are your duties?
My duty is to gather fact information from the boarding officers, delegate other investigators to do, canvass the area for video, and just handle process the scene.
When you arrived on the scene, were there people around in the street and everything?
Yes, there were people everywhere.
Everywhere.
Around.
Were there officers attempting to control the crowd and keep people off the actual parking lot of Makita's?
Yes, it was.
And was that being done?
Yes, it was.
Were there a lot of bystanders and everything looking on and everything else?
It was.
Does this seem almost like any other that you have been to in your 26 years?
So that scene was. There's a lot of people out there.
Okay. You get there, and you say your job is to try to figure out what evidence exists and delegate.
Yes.
Is that right? You mentioned one thing, video. Is that right?
Video.
Are y'all interested in collecting any video that may be around there?
Any video that would help in the investigation.
And in fact, did y'all collect video from the cookie store itself?
We did.
And did it show the outside of the business?
It did.
And did it show the inside of the business?
As well as the inside.
Were y'all also interested in sort of crime scene stuff?
Yes.
Did you?
The Tonight Show, you can't turn the fun off. The Tonight Show's delivered laugh out loud fun for 10 years strong. That kid's going all the way.
You have a very honest face.
And Jimmy Fallon makes the job look easy. Weeknights.
If you've been waiting to apply for disability benefits, don't. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a lawyer at Atticus. Applying as soon as you're
Commercial
unable
break
to
me,
work
please.
or
This is
struggling
Joe
to
T
work
today.
due to your
Joe
medical
T this day.
condition can really help
Nah, they
strengthen
on
your
commercial
case.
though,
The
for real.
process
Nah,
takes time,
get right
but
back to
winning
it.
benefits is life-changing for so many of our clients. The average disability check is worth about $1,500 a month, but some people receive up to
Did y'all talk to Marcus Thornton, Dolph's brother?
We did.
Did y'all talk to the cashiers there at Michaela's?
We did.
Did y'all locate any other witnesses right there in the surrounding scene that had information?
No.
Video, crime scene, locate whatever witnesses we have. That address on Airways is Makeda Cookies. You described the area of Memphis is in, that's in Memphis, correct? And is that also in Shelby County?
It is.
I'm gonna start with the crime scene there. Gonna pass you a series of photographs. Just you just look at them, tell me what's pictured in each one, place it face down on that table next to you.
This photo is a front picture of Makeda's cookie shop. Officers there processing the same broken glass. They have victim's car.
Very good. Place
Corvette camouflage color.
Okay, you can place that face down. We're gonna review these with the jury afterwards, so I'll ask you questions about them afterwards.
And this one is the photo of the address 2370 of Makeda's cookie shop with defects to the glass, bullet holes.
Okay.
This one is the inside front counter areas of Makeda's cookie shop.
Okay.
This one is another front view of the cookie shop, Makeda's cookie shop. We have evidence markers on the ground where we have shell casings, along with the victim's Corvette camouflage. Another closer picture of the front of the cookie shop, evidence markers, broken glass, and casings.
At this time, if you can just place it, so that's fine. With the next couple pictures, you can just place it where you see it, and we'll show it to the jury later.
Okay. This is a picture farther back from Makeda's cookie shop toward the street airways with evidence markers with casings on it. This photo is inside the business of Makeda's with bullet holes going through the walls and doors. This one is a victim lying on the ground.
And when you arrived on the scene, was the victim still there?
Yes, he was.
Did you observe him positioned like that?
Yes, sir.
Do you see evidence of medical intervention on him there?
Yes, he has the bleeds on his body.
When you arrived, were they still trying to resuscitate him or get anything, or was that process over?
The process is already. This photo is a photo inside the cookie shop. We have evidence markers. We have victim's chain that he was wearing inside a flower pot. It has a PRE on it. This is a close-up photo of PRE charm that he had on his neck. That's inside the flower pot.
All right. My approach real quick, Judge.
Yeah.
For the record, the last picture he looked at has already been marked as exhibit number 3.
described as the front of the Keys Cookies with the victim's car. A couple of officers in the scene. We'll mark this as exhibit number 28. Next photo is close-up of the address of Keys Cookies 2370. We'll mark this as exhibit 29. The next photo is what's been described as the inside front area of Keys Cookies. Exhibit number 30. Mr. Evans, it's never too late. Any objection to these photos?
Yes, Your Honor, no objection to this.
The next photo is the front view of the parking lot in the front of the Keys Cookies with the evidence markers in the victim's car. The markers number 31.
Judge, and you haven't gotten to the photograph yet, but the one we referenced earlier is in that stack. I would renew my objection as well.
Yes, sir. When I get to it, I'll make note of that. The next photo has been described as a closer picture of the front of the Keys Cookies with several evidence markers and glass and defects to the window. We'll mark it as exhibit number 32. The next picture is the front of the shop with the victim's car and evidence markers. It's a further view. It's a picture that's taken a little further out. We'll mark this as exhibit number 33. The next picture is the inside of the building with the picture of the restroom door with the bullet holes in the door. We'll mark this as exhibit number 34. The next picture is a picture of the victim lying on the ground with markers of evidence of life-saving measures in front of the window. We'll mark this as exhibit number 35, and note for the record, there's been a previous motion for the court to exclude that picture under Rule 403, and the defendant still objects to that program. Mark that as exhibit number 35. Exhibit number 36 will be a picture of the inside of the cookie shop with the chain on the floor marked with evidence marker number 53 and several other evidence markers. This is exhibit number 36. The next picture is exhibit number 3. It's already been marked as exhibit number 3. The picture of the charm, PRE, in the flower pot.
My correction, address, Your Honor.
You may.
Sir Gabby, we're gonna show these to the jury. I'm gonna ask you some questions as we go, okay?
Yes.
You need a pointer.
Supposedly, this one right here works. So we'll see.
Yes.
so blurry on the overhead. Maybe we resume the lights. We're gonna have to go sort of old school.
All right.
On this one, could I have the with the step down? Hold this here. We'll start standing here, and I'm gonna ask you some questions about it, and then you can walk down and display it to everybody. After you testify, maybe we'll pass them as a staff to the jury. Okay. Oh, it's hard for you to hold up, isn't it? With that, or am I? I'll just pray. Okay. Tell me what we're looking at in this photograph here.
This is the front of Makita's Cookie Shop here. You see the name there. You see officers in and out processing the scene. And that's Adolph Gordon's Corvette, the camouflage color.
Okay. And if I'm interested in this area here in front of the store, in front of this glass window.
Those were bullet casings in glass, broken glass on the ground.
Okay. And in particular, what kind of shell casings are found outside that window where we see the officers bending down?
On the outside, we had 40 caliber shell casings, and we also had 7.62.
Okay. And let me ask you about that. Is that two entirely different calibers?
Yes.
Two entirely different sizes?
Yes.
Is 40 caliber characteristic of a handgun?
Characteristics of a handgun, it is.
And then is a 7.62, is that characteristic of something else?
Of assault rifle.
No assault rifle. Okay. And have you watched the video obtained from McKinnon's?
I did.
Is it clear that one suspect is firing at what you would call an assault rifle?
It is.
And is it clear that the other one's firing what you characterize as a handgun?
As a handgun, yes.
Mr. Harriman,
Yes, ma'am.
it never fails that something goes wrong with our tech. Is that your tech person that just came in?
She is.
Can you
We'll see how we do
help
here.
you
I would prefer that we just.
Yes. So we can all see what's going on, because I was gonna have to get over there, and Mr. Evans was gonna have to get over there, so.
We're trying to turn it off and on back. The next one is to kick it, but we're not gonna do that.
Technology is good, but we get used to it until it doesn't work.
And then, yeah.
So, that's good.
Oh, that's real good. That's real good.
Look, all you have to do is turn it off.
The on and off thing worked. This is that picture we're just looking at, right?
You can have to see.
That's much better.
Don't go far.
I was asking about this area right here, is that correct?
Correct.
And you said that we found two types of casings in that area?
Two different types. We had 40 caliber casings, and we also had 7.62.
Okay, 40 caliber is a handgun casing, 7.62 is that assault rifle casing?
It is.
And this is the victim's car, is that right?
It is.
And this is where we walk in and out of the business?
The answers.
And this is a little side area?
It is.
And later, we're going to see the victim lying in this little side area. Is that right?
That's correct.
The front of the store.
Front of the store with the address 2370 of Makita's Cookie Shop. We also have defects in the glass, bullet holes in the glass of the door.
And we'll see this with a later picture, but let me go ahead and ask you about it. Do we find casings from inside the store where Dolph's brother was firing back from?
We did found 9mm.
Okay, and that's an entirely different type of handgun too, is that correct? So we have 9mm casings inside the store.
Inside.
We have 40 caliber casings outside the store, and we have 7.62 casings outside the store. And on a later picture, I'll ask you about one more set of them. Counter area of the store.
Front counter area, inside of the business.
For perspective, the cashier's booth or whatever with the register would be right around here, is that right?
It is.
Mr. Hackman, if you can tell us what exhibit number you're using, please.
Going in order, this is 30. 31. That same outside area, is that right?
Same outside areas from a different angle. See the victim's front end of the victim's vehicle, Corvette. And see the glass, some of the glass is broken out of the front windows with a bullet hole.
Glass broken out here,
Yes,
and bullet holes throughout this glass, is that right?
it is.
This is the next number exhibit, 32. Closer in.
It's a closer picture of, like I said, the shattered glass, bullet holes, and you have markings on the ground with broken glass and shell casing of the 40 caliber 7.62 round.
And later on, when we see the victim's body, is it going to be in this area here?
It is, right in that area.
And when we see flower pot, like with his necklace and things like that, over this area?
Further to the left of it, yes. This view is view that's farther back from the entrance of the business of Makita's. On that ground there, it's closer to the street of airways. On the ground, we have evidence markers with shell casings there. And we found 2.26 rounds.
223 maybe?
2.3, I mean. I'm sorry.
So if we're gonna, I think now we've accounted for all the casings.
Yes.
So let's start from inside the store. There are 9mm casings from Dolph's brother, is that right?
Inside the business.
There are semi-automatic 7.62 casings from one of the shooters.
Correct.
There's 40 caliber casings from another of the shooters.
Correct.
And then there are these 223 casings, and is that a type of semi-automatic weapon?
Yes, it is.
From Dolph's brother as he runs out.
That's right.
That's exhibit number one.
That's exhibit number 33. This is 34. What are these things?
That's inside of the business. You have a door, entry door into the bathroom. It leads to the hallway that leads to the bathroom. It has bullet holes and shattered glass on the door.
And perspective from inside the store, the register's over here.
Correct, it is.
We're about to see a picture of the victim's body, and it is going to be in the area of this little side area, is that right?
Correct.
I'm going to go out of order to exhibit 36. It's just that little side area.
That's the little side area we referred to earlier. We have the flower pot there with its charm off of his necklace. It says PRE. His necklace is down toward the bottom of the photo.
And then
Your mark is 53.
and if we were to come this way down a little bit, would we see the victim's body?
We would.
Close up, already marked, states exhibit 3, the PRE charm or whatever.
Yes.
I'm going to do this one a little different. Families in the courtroom. Officer Downey, if I may publish this to the jury, just myself here. This is a graphic photo, correct?
Yes.
This is a picture of the victim laying there in that area that you just described.
It is.
he is still in his clothes.
Yeah.
But there's evidence of medical intervention.
Correct.
But that was over. Obviously, by the time of the picture, but when you were there, he was deceased.
Correct.
This is
Exhibit number,
exhibit number 35. Y'all obtained the videos from out there,
We did.
and were you able to view those that day?
We did.
Let me show you a still shot from the video, ask you if you recognize it.
This is a still shot from the video of outside the front entrance of Makita's cookie shop, which shows victim's Corvette. It also shows a white Mercedes that's pulled in behind the victim's Corvette. It's two-door. On the Mercedes, you can see it has some damage on the passenger side rear. You have two suspects. One is armed with a assault rifle, what appears to be an assault rifle. He's wearing a mask over his face, no cotton mask, like wearing a blue hoodie with some sweats, gray sweats, and some shoes. And the other suspect, he's wearing a black baseball cap, but has Bass Pro on it. Also has his face covered. Has a black hoodie, some gray sweats. Gray sweats has a little, I guess, insignia on it. He also has some dark colored shoes with white on them.
All right. Oh, good. That marked the 66 number exhibit.
the witnesses testified that this is a still shot from the video camera outside of Makita's Cookies with two people, one standing still with an assault rifle with hoodie and mask, and another one running with what appears to be a gun in his hand, a smaller gun with two cars, the Corvette and white Mercedes in the back. We'll mark this as exhibit number 37.
No objection.
Thank you.
I could already tell that when I handed it to you, I just said still shot. You look at it like an investigator, telling me details that I guess matter to you. Is that right?
Yes.
This is exhibit 37. And y'all had this on day one of the investigation. Is that right?
We did.
First thing you mentioned, I think, was one shooter with, is that an assault rifle?
It is.
And would that be consistent with the gun that shoots those 7.62 casings?
Correct.
This window, is that the one you saw busted out with the pictures that we just saw?
It is.
With the victim line here?
Yes.
And this be that side area of the store?
It is.
From that first day, y'all would have this image of the suspect with the 7.62, is that right?
It is.
Hoodie, does he appear to be wearing gloves?
He's wearing gloves.
Sweatpants, white shoes, mask.
Yes.
Second suspect, kind of gun here,
Yes.
handgun.
Handgun.
Handgun consistent with 40 calibers that you would have seen here.
Yes.
We're still operating with some blur, but gray sweatpants, is that correct?
That's correct.
Black shoes, white soles.
Yes.
It's better in the picture than it is on the overhead. You said something about a little white insignia, is that
like
correct?
a little insignia designer on the sweats on the side there.
I'll put the cursor on it, covers it up. We'll pass this around in a second. Black hoodie,
Black hoodie,
mask,
mask,
gloves,
gloves,
Bass Pro hat.
Bass Pro hat.
Suspect vehicle,
Yes.
what kind of car is it?
It's a Mercedes-Benz
Color,
white.
and you see it better in the photo than on the overhead, but what'd you say about this back
It
area?
has damage to the rear passenger side.
And these details we just went through, why are those, were those important to you that first day?
Yes.
And why is that?
So we can, be on the lookout for that type of vehicle with the damage that it has to it.
Okay, because that made that vehicle distinctive.
Yeah, stand out.
Would it be fair to say that there's no still shot or camera angle which you can actually capture the suspect's entire faces?
No.
So from the first day, you do not have any type of facial identifications or anything of the two shooters.
No, we do not.
But you have clothing descriptions,
Clothing description.
gun descriptions,
Gun description.
and suspect vehicle. I meant to ask this earlier, but it makes sense now. So assault rifle like this can shoot 7.62 casings, is that right? A handgun like that can shoot 40 caliber casings?
It can.
If I've got casings that have been fired, and then I actually recover the guns, can I compare casings to guns to tell you, that 40 caliber casing came from that 40 caliber gun?
Yes.
We see that on TV sort of all the time, is that right?
Yes.
Is that something you do, or is that something that's done by other people?
It's done by other people.
Is it first done routinely by a computer system and microscopes and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's entered into the system that way.
Okay. And then later it can be sent to TBI or FBI or whoever to confirm that?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. In this case, did y'all ever recover handguns? Did you ever recover the murder weapons in this case?
No, we did not recover any.
So you never had any guns recovered that matched these shell casings?
That match those showcases.
All right, we're going to change locales. We're going to change locales here to an address, Haven Court, in what used to be the 2-lane apartments.
Yes.
Okay. How was it that y'all became interested in that location?
We were on the lookout for white expedition.
Okay. At some point in this investigation, without sort of saying what the tip was or anything like that, was y'all's attention called to a white expedition?
It was.
And did that cause y'all to go to what was called the 2-lane apartments?
Yes.
And what did y'all do when y'all got the 2-lane apartments?
We watched video.
Okay, did y'all take video from the 2-lane apartments? Okay, and that's the address on Haven Court.
Haven Court, yes.
Okay. I think we do need to play the Haven Court video. We're going to get that video ready to play for you, Detective Dabney. At the Haven Court apartments, Were y'all interested in a particular woman that lived there?
Yes,
And was that Kiana Hopper?
it was.
And is she related to anybody involved in this case?
Yes, it was discovered that she was related to someone.
Was it discovered that she was Justin Johnson's cousin?
Yes.
All right, got the video ready now. Haven Court Apartments, 1 p.m., 37 minutes after the murder. For the record, this is Exhibit 5 that's held open for all the videos, Sean. You're fine. Who is this person, detective?
But that would be the cousin,
The cousin?
Kiana.
What kind of car is that right there?
And that's the white Ford Expedition.
Kiana?
Kiana approaching the Expedition.
Two men outside. Go ahead.
Outside.
Go ahead, detective. Were you interested in those two men?
Yes, it was.
Tell me why you're interested in those two men.
In the clothing that they have on, you see the dark sweatshirt, the gray hoodie. The black hoodie, the gray sweatpants, shoes, matching the description of the suspects that were at Makita's Cookies.
Y'all obtained video not just of them arriving, but while they were there and then leaving. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Before they leave, that'll be this. They arrived 37 minutes after the murder. This is 54 minutes after the murder.
It is.
The expedition's still there. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Suspects are still inside.
Still inside.
This Dodge Charger has just arrived.
Dodge Charger arrives and you see one of the suspects come out and walk to the Charger. Yeah, you can see.
Charger just sort of repositions, but this man came outside. Is that right?
Yes. Came out up to the rear of the
You're interested in this man?
Yes.
Sweatpants?
Sweatpants, black shoes, white soles on. Leaning into the car.
He's got bags or
Bags,
something
yes.
now.
You see how his pants are sagging there a little bit. We have that was something that we looked at also.
In the homicide video, as he runs away, we can see his pants are sagging.
Yes,
Can we in fact see the color of his underwear in the homicide video?
yes, we can.
Is it also blue?
Yes. He gets into it and shuts the door.
Like a yellow article of clothing or something now?
Yeah, looks like a yellow hoodie. He got
Is this apartment building here the one that Keanu Hopper lives in?
yes, it is.
In a video of the movie. We're now 93 minutes after the murder. Vehicle here's a Chevy.
It's a Chevrolet SUV, small SUV.
Do y'all get interested in that one too?
We did.
Expedition's still there. You had a yellow article of clothing when you left that Charger.
Yes. It's what the one that he got out of the Charger. The suspect gets in, Keanu comes up to the driver's door.
other suspect has walked off camera, is that right?
He walked out of view to the right of the video there.
Chevy's back.
Correct.
Suspect returns to the apartment complex.
He did.
Suspect returns to the white expedition.
He did.
The Chevy track still there.
It's still there.
Kiana.
Yeah. Lady's lady and the chef lady's lady.
All right, the expedition got going and the Chevy tracks got going.
Yes.
One suspect in each, is that right?
Yes.
Y'all obtained the video, interested in talking to Kiana,
Yes.
interested in her cousin, interested in the white expedition, interested in the Chevy tracks, and who this other person may be. We are going to move there's one thing I said I was going to do that I didn't do before. the still shot from the actual shooting from 37. We talked about how it was blurry up there, and there were things you were testifying about, and I couldn't quite get the pointer in the right place. And one of those was, in fact, you said there was a little insignia or something on the left thigh area of the sweatpants of the shooter.
My bad, Joe.
Passport hat on, and is that right?
Correct.
If I could pass this around to the jury, Your Honor. It's hard to see on the other end. With regard to the videos that we just watched from the Tulane apartments, did investigators make a timeline with still shots from the various things in that video?
We did.
Let me pass you this. We could just verify this is in fact that timeline from the Haven Court, what we also call the Tulane apartments.
This is said photo of the timeline. First arriving was a white SUV.
Yeah, let me just flip through it quick. Does it appear to go from the start to the end?
It does. Start to the end. Another one where Keanu had walked out and walked back to the expedition. Also showed the two suspects getting out of the expedition and walking toward the front of the apartment complex. So shows them inside the apartment, going inside the apartment. Also shows the charges pulling up. Showed one of the suspects walking up to the Charger and getting to the rear passenger side of the vehicle. Shows suspects retrieving plastic, 2 white bags, then get inside of the rear seat of the Charger. Once he exits the Charger here, he's getting out with the 2 bags and a yellow hoodie in his hand and walk back toward the apartment complex. This one shows 2 suspects exiting the apartment complex with one with the yellow hoodie, one with the black hoodie, carrying bags, and Keanu is also with them. They walked up to one of the suspects walked and got into the white expedition, the other got and walked over to the Chevy track.
Now we pose that as a collective exhibit. You can paperclip it or something. It's in order, so you could keep it like that.
This is 8 pages of still photos starting on November 17, 2021 at 12:58. Going to November 17, 2021 at 13:56. We'll mark this as a collective exhibit number 38.
All right. we're interested in Kiana's cousin, we're interested in the White Expedition, we're interested in the Chevy Trax. But is there other stuff going on in the investigation too?
Yes,
Does tip come in with regard to a white Mercedes?
it did.
And does it call your attention to a particular place?
Yes, it did.
A small street in Orange Mound,
Yes,
Bradley Street, is that correct?
correct.
1174 Bradley Street. What is at that location?
It's abandoned home, and when we get there, we observed a white Mercedes parked in the rear. Had damage to the passenger side rear side panel.
And to put this in a chronology, would this have occurred on November the 20th, 3 days after the homicide?
Correct.
And it would be fair, would it be fair to say that 3 days after the homicide, behind that abandoned house on Bradley, y'all found the murder weapon?
We did.
I'm going to pass you a series of photographs. A couple of them, as you turn them over, a couple of them have been introduced already into evidence. So just read that number.
Okay.
Otherwise, just put them all face down on the table.
All right. This is the abandoned house on Bradley Street.
What neighborhood is that?
It's in Orange Mountain, neighborhood in Orange Mountain.
Did you become aware that there's a house across the street in which Mr. Hernandez Govan lived?
Correct. Directly across the street.
Eventually, does Mr. Govan also become a suspect in this conspiracy to commit murder?
He did.
You can place it down.
That was exhibit 9. This photo here shows a closer picture of the vehicle in the rear of the yard, parked between brush, trees.
So this vehicle is not parked in the driveway, is it?
No, it isn't. This is a close-up picture of the Mercedes showing the passenger side with the damage, which appeared that the vehicle may have been sideswiped or something. It's a two-door white Mercedes.
The damage that you can see in the homicide video?
Yes, that's consistent with it. That's exhibit 10. This photo shows the rear of the Mercedes-Benz, which has an Illinois tag. Do I need to read the tag and everything? Okay.
You place it down.
This is a photo of the driver's side of the white Mercedes-Benz. And this is a photo of taken from outside of the Mercedes-Benz on the passenger side that shows the inside of the rear seats with a Mississippi DeSoto County tag on the rear seat.
It has like another license plate on the inside of it.
Yes,
Maybe even a couple, we'll see.
yes. This is a photo of the passenger side of the white Mercedes-Benz, which is being processed in crime scene tunnel.
Okay, so y'all take that car from the scene to the crime scene tunnel?
We did. And it also shows the damage to the rear passenger side, which is consistent with the suspect vehicle in the video at the keys. And this is a rear shot of the white Mercedes, the trunk area after being processed. Another photo of the Mississippi tag, close-up picture that was in the rear seat of the white Mercedes-Benz. And these are photos of 2 Illinois tags, license plates that were located inside of the white Mercedes-Benz.
2 more license plates.
2 more license plates, yes, Illinois. Mississippi license plate, DeSoto County. And this is for a close-up photo of the white Mercedes being processed by crime scene. This is the driver's side door of the white Mercedes being after being processed. Has the letter A written on it.
The letters that we're going to see written on it, like A, B, and C, is that something else crime scene people do?
That is. This is the photo of the driver's side rear side panel, which is indicated by the letter B. It's written in yellow after being processed. This is the passenger side door, and after being processed with the letter D written on it. And this is another close-up picture of the white Mercedes after being processed with the letter E written on it. And this is the a photo of the white Mercedes being on the passenger side after being processed.
I wonder we'd offer those in evidence as state's next number exhibits.
No objection.
The first picture we have here has already previously been marked as exhibit number 9. The next picture is a picture of the rear of the Mercedes-Benz parked in a yard, kind of in a wooded area. We'll mark this as exhibit number 10, 39. This is where exhibit number 10 comes from. The next photo has been previously marked as exhibit number 10. The next photo we have here is the rear of close-up of the Mercedes with the Illinois tag. We'll mark this as exhibit number 40. The next picture is a close-up of the driver's side of the white Mercedes in a yard. We'll mark this as exhibit number 41. Next picture is the picture of the inside taken from the outside of the white Mercedes, a picture of the Mississippi DeSoto County tag in the back seat. Exhibit number 42. The next picture is the white Mercedes in what's been described by the witness in the processing unit of the rear damage to the passenger side of white Mercedes. We'll mark this as exhibit number 3. The next picture, exhibit number 43, maybe. Like I said, exhibit number 43. The next picture is kind of a close-up picture of the trunk area. The witness described it as after processing. It's labeled with the numbers yellow C, with the letter C. We'll mark that as exhibit number 44. The next exhibit is the picture of the Mississippi DeSoto tag. It's kind of close up. We'll mark that as exhibit number 45. The next exhibit is close up of 2 Illinois tags. We'll mark this as exhibit number 46. The next exhibit is a picture of the Mississippi DeSoto tag. It's up close. It also has right rear seat written on the bottom of it. We'll mark that as exhibit number 47. The next picture is side panel of the white Mercedes described as crime scene after process. The vehicle after processing is marked with the B, with the letter B in yellow. The next photo is a photo of the driver's side of the white Mercedes marked with a letter A, described by the witnesses after processing. processing. We'll mark that as exhibit number 49. The next photo is the rear side of the driver's side of the white Mercedes, described by the witnesses after processing, marked with the yellow B as in boy. We'll mark that as exhibit number 50. The next picture is the passenger side of the white Mercedes, marked with the letter D as in dog. After processing is described by the witness, we'll mark that as exhibit number 1. The next picture is a picture of what appears to be the top of the white Mercedes, marked by the letter E, an elephant. We'll mark that as exhibit number 52. And the next exhibit is the picture, the passenger side picture view of the white Mercedes. We'll mark this as exhibit number 53.
This states exhibit 9. What are we looking at?
Looking at the front of the house, also on the left side there, you can see back in the wooded area, the tree line. That's where they park the. That's where we look at the white Mercedes Benz. That's on Bradley.
I can see some homicide Texas walking back here.
Yes, that's a gay parking.
Cars sitting back here somewhere.
Yes,
House on Bradley.
that's on Bradley.
A vacant abandoned house. Is that correct?
That's a vacant. Yes, it is.
We go across the street. I got Hernandez Govan's house.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Directly across.
I know that y'all are big on video. I've seen y'all, pull it from Nicetas, and I've seen you pull it from Tulane. Did y'all canvass this area, this neighborhood, for any possible video?
We had investigators in Kansas area for video, and none was found.
No video on Bradley Street.
No video located. Again, you can see a couple of investigators, and you can see the rear of the white Mercedes Benz parked in the tree, in the bush back there.
40, we're walking up on it.
Closer image of the white Mercedes with the Illinois tag,
41, driver's side.
driver's side.
We're looking inside of it. It has like a license plate inside.
Correct. It has a Mississippi, DeSoto County license plate on the passenger rear seat.
Exhibit 10.
That's the passenger side view of the Mercedes-Benz. You can also see the damage there going down the passenger side of the vehicle, especially on the rear side panel.
So is it fair to say when you see this, you know that you've got your car?
Yes.
Do y'all investigate like where'd this car come from?
Yes, we would check the VIN, or license plate.
Did y'all in fact find that the car was taken in carjacking in Memphis a few weeks before this crime?
We did.
Did y'all in fact find that a suspect in that carjacking was Treon Ingram.
Correct.
And I'll say it here that Justin Johnson was not a suspect in that carjacking.
No.
But car taken in Memphis a few weeks before, suspect Treon Ingram.
Treon Ingram.
Car makes it to the tunnel.
Correct. That's the tunnel.
I call it tunnel. That's where y'all process cars, right?
Correct. It's a crime scene investigative.
That is 53, 43. In the tunnel, now we can see that damage real good.
Yes. Damage to the passenger side, rear side now.
We did a series of photographs. I think you said it was processed, like fingerprint dust, stuff like that you're talking
sir.
about?
Yes.
And you said there were letters, that's like an A.
Yes.
Here we have back of the car B. Closer up on that. I'm going for the record. 48. 44 C. 51 D. 52 E. Various license plates found in the car.
Yes.
45 Mississippi plate. 46. A couple of Illinois plates. 47, a close up of that Mississippi plate. Now, processing the car, that's something the crime scene does, is that correct?
It is.
And they try to lift what fingerprints they have from the car, is that correct?
That's correct.
And then they try to compare those prints to any sort of known individuals that may be in the system or whatever it is that they have fingerprints for.
It is.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
And when you were you apprised that they were able to lift some prints from the car?
Correct.
That they were able to identify?
Yes.
All right. In particular, I want to ask you about these, okay?
Okay.
This is from the 2014 Mercedes. Prints lifted from the right rear quarter panel marked D. So we saw a picture of that, the back of the car,
Yes.
outside.
Outside.
Were found to be the fingerprint impression belonging to Cornelius Smith.
Yes.
Does that become a name you're interested in?
Come to name we're interested.
Because we got his prints on the outside back of this car.
Yes.
Prints lifted from the outside left door marked A. I think that's the driver's side. Jordan, we saw a picture of it. Belonged to Kiston Garner.
Kiston Garner.
Does that become a name that you're interested in?
It does.
More prints, this one from the trunk lid marked C, also belong to Kiston Garner, is that correct?
That's correct.
And then we have some prints lifted from one of those tags, the Mississippi tag
Yes.
that we saw two pictures of. They also belong to Kiston Garner.
Yes.
And then prints lifted from the rear quarter panel marked B and the outside left door marked A, and from a brochure, a bank brochure that was found in the car, all belong to Treon Ingram.
Treon, correct.
A name that you're interested in?
Yes.
All right, so at this point we have found the murder car.
Yes.
We have found prints from that car that belonged to Cornelius Smith,
Cornelius Smith.
to Kiston Garner.
Correct.
and to Treon Ingram.
Correct.
Do we also process or attempt to process the car for any DNA or blood or like fluid evidence?
That's some crime scene officers would attempt.
Crime scene attempts to do that.
Yes.
And then if they're able to find anything or think they may have found something, would they send that then to TBI or anything like that?
Yes, they would send it off to TBI.
Okay. Are you aware that they found they were unable to find any DNA or blood or fluid or whatever evidence from inside the car?
No, we wouldn't able to find it.
From anybody? Did you become aware in the course of investigation that the car may have been cleaned?
Yes, during the course of that investigation.
We are now interested, if I understand you right, in a couple different people. Kiana's cousin, Cornelia Smith, fingerprints.
Yes.
Kiston Garner, fingerprints.
Right.
And Treon Ingram.
Treon.
Let's take Treon Ingram first. Did you want to talk to him?
Yes, we did.
Did they find him?
Located him.
Took him in custody?
Yes.
I don't want you to tell us what he said, but as a result of that conversation, did you go back to Memphis and try to get some more video?
Yes, we did.
Tell me about that.
The information that we received of a white Mercedes being in a parking garage in the Crosstown area.
Okay. And did you also receive information about a white Mercedes Benz at the Valero gas station the morning of, night before, however you want to look at it, of the homicide itself?
We did.
Let's go in reverse order of what you wanted to go in. So let's start with the Valero. Okay. Did you go, after speaking with Treon Ingram, did you go to or did y'all go to the Valero station, park in Highland, sort of University of Memphis area, in Memphis?
I did.
Were you able to obtain video?
We were able to obtain video.
In that video, did y'all see the white Mercedes?
We did.
Did you see a couple of those people that we talked about, fingerprints? Did you see Treon Ingram?
Yes.
Did you see Kiston Garner?
Yes.
Did you see a car trade?
We did.
A little weird.
A little weird. Yes.
But you witnessed it on the video?
We did.
And what do we mean by car trade?
We have individuals in one car that get out of that car and get into the other car that someone was in. And that person get out of that car and get into the white Mercedes.
So before we watch this video, do we see a Infiniti pull up at the gas station?
We do.
And do we see the white Mercedes pull up at the gas station?
We do.
Do we see interaction between those two cars?
Yes.
Do we see Mr. Ingram, Treon Ingram, go inside the gas station?
Inside the business, yes.
Do we see that there's a person left inside the Infiniti?
We do.
In the passenger side?
Yes.
Do we see Kiston Garner driving the white Mercedes?
We do.
Do we see him pumping gas in the white Mercedes?
We do.
Then do we see the two cars together pull around to the side of the business?
We do.
And an individual, we see Kiston get out of the car, is that correct?
Correct.
And another individual get inside the white Mercedes.
Inside the white Mercedes.
Valero video. Start outside. All right, Blair gas station, November 17th. November 17th, 2021, we're at 3:16 a.m. in the morning, 9 hours before the murder.
Yes.
All right. This car arrives,
Yes.
and then what is that?
That's the white Mercedes. Pulling up to the park.
These two cars, the cars are together?
Yes, they pulled in together. One went to one pump, one went to the white Mercedes, went to the other pump.
One of the craziest things to me about this is how busy a gas station is at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, now light door. Mercedes out there.
Getting out and going to pump gas.
Do we learn who this individual is?
Learned that was Kirsten Gardner.
Man, y'all, these boys so damn fried. Man, they fried to a fricassee.
Coming back to the Infinity. Right. Only one of them got out of the Infinity. That,
Right.
It's hard to watch both cars at once. Driver gets back in driver's side. What's he doing?
He's speaking to someone at the passenger in the car.
Okay, so there's somebody in this passenger side of this Infinity.
Yes.
Damn, boy. Clout is a hell of a drug. They did all this for the clout.
And Infinity,
And Infinity, they drive around and pull around to the
we'll loop around,
side of it.
switch angles.
Nigga did all this for a CMG chain, bro. He could have just sold a couple pounds and got a CMG chain. Now he can't even sign what could have been records.
You can see the driver just exiting
Kiss and Garner.
Kitchen Gardner. Walks around to the passenger side. There you've seen an individual walk around and get into the Mercedes.
Uh-huh. And impossible, you would agree with me, that it's impossible to tell if that's Justin Johnson or not,
Correct.
correct? But would you also agree with me, different than what Kirsten Gardner was wearing?
Correct. And there you can see both cars leave the area.
All right. And we also got video from inside, is that correct?
That's correct.
And we were watching, the passenger in that Infinity never got out, is that correct? That we saw at the pump.
No, never got out. Only the driver. You see him getting ready to enter the business.
And
Be the second gentleman in there.
there.
Yes,
And do you know who that person is, kind of with the fatter face?
that would be Treon Ingram.
That's Treon Ingram.
Treon.
We can stop it there. So what we watched was an Infinity arrive at the gas station
Yes,
with Mr. Ingram driving,
Ingram driving.
and Mr. Ingram exiting and going inside the store.
Yes,
That there was a front seat passenger of the Infinity who we did not get to see on camera at the pump.
right.
The white Mercedes arriving,
Correct.
Mr. Gardner pumping gas.
Yes,
Both the cars swing around to the other area.
yes.
And then from the distance, video of the driver of the Mercedes getting out and a different person getting in.
The person with different clothing. Yes.
You said you're interested in the Valero station,
Yes.
and then you said you're also, after going down to Mississippi and meeting with Mr. Ingram, interested in Crosstown.
Crosstown, correct.
What is Crosstown?
It's an apartment, kind of everything. It used to be the old Sears building, apartment store,
Big old building.
big building. Has restaurants, storefronts, also apartments.
Did Kiana have a cousin that lived at the Crosstown apartments?
Yes, she did.
Guess at the time, one that was living at the Crosstown apartments.
Yeah.
And what was his name?
His name was Justin Johnson.
Justin Johnson. Did y'all obtain video from the Crosstown apartments?
Yes, we did.
Video from the day before the homicide, 11/16,
Yes.
the morning of the homicide,
Yes.
and then the evening after the homicide.
Yes.
In those videos, will we see Justin Johnson?
Yes, we will.
Will we see him wearing clothing like the shooter?
We did.
Bass Pro hat,
Bass Pro hat,
hoodie,
hoodie,
sweatpants,
sweatpants,
emblem,
emblem,
shoes.
white bottom.
Will we see him arriving at Crosstown in the white Mercedes
We do.
with the body damage?
With the damage on.
Will we see him leaving less than an hour before the homicide in that outfit, in the white Mercedes with the body damage?
We do.
Now, y'all had also been interested in a white expedition.
Yes, sir.
Will we see him arriving in a white expedition?
We do.
And then after the murder, will we see him arriving in different clothes
Yes.
and then packing his bags and leaving?
I think, yes.
Glow out of there after this.
It's a
I don't
series
see
of
her
videos.
staying.
Okay.
She too big for this foolishness.
1, 2, 3, 6 or 7 or 8.
All of this gonna tear the whole
videos.
company down for
It's
real.
also
You
a
see how
series of
yesterday they
stage
just
shots.
CMG everything. CMG.
Anybody needs a break,
Like
maybe now.
this might destroy some of his legitimate business for real. Or at least put a bad reputation on to give it leave a bad taste in people's mouth. Because real business people don't want to be associated with all this
What
foolishness.
says the recess?
I wonder how Jay-Z feel about this for real on the outside looking in. I wonder what kind of so they break it for recess, but I wonder what kind of conversations they have that Jay-Z done had with Gotti or Jay-Z having with other people behind the scene, because this is a money breaker though. Like these niggas fucked up the bag for everybody, bro. They fucked up the bag for themselves. They fucked up the bag for their family. They everything, like the nigga could have got $800, bro. Like damn, fam, you could have worked at McDonald's. Shit, you could have came and worked for me for eBay. I'd have paid you $800. Shit. But man, what y'all think, man? Talk to me in the comment. I see you sick before COVID, man. I appreciate you for rocking with me this whole time. I really do. You don't even know how much that means to me as a small creator, as a person just starting my journey in this shit. So that means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Send me a message. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who you are, so I can always make sure that I like to give flowers back to the people that support me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really trying to grow a community here and grow a family here. And we just want to watch videos, have fun, react to it, express our feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is tough already. And we go out here and we face this world every damn day. So when I get on this internet, I want to relax. But this shit ain't really stressful. But like I say, I'm coming up on my 2 hours. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me, man, for these last 2 hours. They on break right now, so we're gonna see what happened. We'll be back tonight to talk about it for another video, man. I appreciate y'all. You know my saying, man. Don't nobody love you. I really do. Thank you for messing with me today. Uncle Boo out, man. I love y'all. Straight up.